Hi guys! Another toy review today. Today I'm going to be reviewing all of these in one go. Where's my hand? There it is. All of these in one go. And this is the How to Train Your Dragon set of McDonald's toys from back in 2010. So these are coming up to be 8 years old this year, which is, yeah, kind of crazy. So I'll move all of them out to the side for now. And we'll review them one by one. We'll start off with this one. This one is Astrid and her deadly nadder, which in the first film didn't have a name, but as we all know now, it's called Stormfly. When you get this in the bag, you literally just, the wings are detached separately, so you just have to clip the wings on like that. The detail on these, for McDonald's toys, these are really good. Alright, look at the detail on it. There's all the scaly detail. It's just cool. Now that's how it perches. And as you can see underneath, there is a wheel. Now this one doesn't actually work. This is the only one I have that doesn't fully work. And it's basically a friction wheel. And the flame in the mouth is supposed to spark, like stuff tends to do with the friction wheels. But whatever causes the spark has broken. And when the wheel still works, you can hear the wheel working, but whatever sparks has broken, so it no longer lights up. But that is Astrid and the deadly nadder. There we go, it stood up properly now. So we'll put that off to the side. The next one is the Night Fury. This is not toothless. Well, it is toothless, but it's toothless while he's still a wild dragon, so it's just the Night Fury. Now, like with Astrid and Stormfly, the wings came separately, so you just had to peg them on. And once again, very nice detail. It's so nice and shiny. Nice shiny black paint as well. And we've got the eyes. The eyes look a little bit weird because it's like constantly looking up, but hey ho. Now this one's this one's gimmick is you squeeze this leg and the wings flap. So that's pretty decent. I mean, flapping wings is one of the things you want, really, with a dragon toy. And McDonald's did that. And most of them do have flapping wing gimmicks. So I'll put that off to the side. Up next is the Gronkle. Now, the one thing I have to complain about with this figure and one of the others is the fact that it's not accurate colours. As you know, the Night Fury is all black, so that one's alright, and the Deadly Nadder is blue, so those two are fine. But this one, the Gronkle's brown, mostly, with maybe hints of purple, whereas this, as you can see, is purple with hints of brown. They've swapped the colours round. So basically everything you see here that's purple should be brown, and everything that's brown should be purple. Now I'll say the mouth can open. No wings on this one, because as you can see the wings are moulded onto the dragon as if the wings are folded in. And this long bit here that makes the whole thing look square is basically the last digit of the wing. Now this thing's action gimmick is, there we go, it's a projectile launcher, which is basically another thing that you probably expect from a dragon toy. Now you pull the tail. As you can see, when you pull the tail, the mouth opens a bit. So you pull the tail and bam, out comes the little fire. And that's what the little bit of fire looks like. Actually looks kind of cool in the camera lens. But yeah. And then that just pops back in the mouth. To reload. So that was the Gronkle, also known as Meatlug in later films. The next one we'll look at is the Terrible Terror, which is the smallest dragon in the film. And also, this is more accurate to what Toothless looks like in the books, size-wise as well. Toothless the Night Fury, so the Night Fury, was just made up for the films. So Hiccup could actually have a dragon to ride. Whereas in the books, he is more like a Terrible Terror. In the fact he's tiny, and he's just one that could sit on your arm like a bird of prey. So yeah, this is a Terrible Terror. Like all the others. Wings come separately. And you just peg them onto them. The little standy thing. And I probably won't be able to... There we go. So yeah, let's just peg the wing on. This one's gimmick is there's a little button there. And you press it. And the wings flap. And he snaps his mouth. So yeah, his mouth's on a little spring. So it flicks open and with the button. Oh, another thing that I like about these toys is the colouring on them. So from the front, it's all just solid green with like a creamy white belly. But on the back, I don't know if you can make it out because of the lighting, but on the back, as you can see, there is little splotches of brown mixed in quite well with the green. So it's like whoever makes the McDonald's toys and designs them, they actually put some effort into the How to Train Your Dragon toys. Because these are probably some of my favourite McDonald's toys that have ever existed. So anyway, I'll get rid of that one. Next up is the Hideous Zippleback, or Barf and Belch as they are known later. Let me just spread the necks out a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Also, these are known as Barf and Belch in later things, like the TV show and the films, and the second film even. And like usual, the wings peg on. Now this one does have a little tiny bit of articulation. The back legs rotate. Bit pointless, considering you need the back legs to be like that. And this one's gimmick is, once again, there's this little button here, and the wings flap. And just look at the detail on those wings. That is like serious detail for a McDonald's toy. The rest of the body is a bit lacking in detail, but the wings just have really nice detail. And the other thing is these necks are made of rubber and they have the wire in them so you can pose them. As you can see, this neck has already snapped in a way, and you can see the wire. And the other neck has also snapped and you can see the wire. Luckily, I have 2 copies of this figure. Yeah, luckily I have 2 of these, and my other one, which is the one I've had for longer, hasn't broken, which is weird. Yeah, that's just weird. Because all of these, because I got the full set, all of this set came from eBay. I did actually have one of these already that I actually got from McDonald's. But I also got another one of those Night Furies, and I swapped it with a friend for my first copy of this figure, which is the one that's in Better Nick. So I have 2 of these and 2 of these. Also, my other one of these on mine, the one that I've had for longer that I actually got from McDonald's, the eyes have practically rubbed off. So I have one of these. And then the other one that my friend actually got from McDonald's as well, but said it would get more use if I had it, is this one. Hiccup and Toothless. Now this one is from the eBay set as well, just because all of these that I got from eBay, they're all kept together, so they're easier to find than the ones that I already had from back in 2010. Yeah, so this is the Hiccup and Toothless one, and this is actually toothless because of the tail fin and the fact that Hiccup's riding him. Yeah, so that's the tail fin, and that's the tail fin is the only detail of all of the equipment that Hiccup puts on Toothless. Because all the rest of him, excuse me, all the rest of him is just solid black dragon. And as you know, if you've seen the films, there is normally a saddle with the mechanism over on this side, and it runs all the way down the side of Toothless and connects to the tail fin so Hiccup can control it. There's a little cheeky grin. Are you going to focus camera? Yeah, there we go. There's Toothless's little cheeky grin. And then they have given him some teeth. But Hiccup could have had some work done to him. Yeah, Hiccup could have had some work because my camera is not focusing. There we go. Yeah, his face isn't the best. Did I actually show you Astrid's face? Astrid isn't that bad. Astrid's not that bad. Her eyes seem to have actually been done, and she's actually got, like, eyelids. Whereas Hiccup just has balls for eyes. So, this one's gimmick is, as you can see, it rolls. It's a pull back and go. But to make full use of the gimmick, you fold the... oops. Well, now I can show you how the wings come separate. And there is the slot there, and you literally just peg it in. Like that. But yeah, you fold the wings back. Hang on. There we go. You fold the wings back, and they should lock in place. Sometimes they don't, so you just have to give it one run to make sure they do. But yeah, the wings should lock in place like that. And you pull him back and let him go. And he runs. As you can see, the wings have actually popped open. So if I lock them again and pull him back, the wings pop open like he's flying. Nope. There we go. So the wings pop open like he's trying to take off. So that's like, with the wings back is like basically his runway, and then he opens the wings and takes off. Yeah, so that's Hiccup and Toothless. This one is probably one of the bigger ones. I'm gonna have to say for length, the Hideous Sipplebacks, should I say the Hideous Sippleback is the biggest one, just for length. But in terms of bulk, the biggest one is still to come. Oh yeah, also the Hideous Sippleback is the other one, like the Gronkle, that I have a bit of a relationship with, just because the Hideous Sippleback in the film isn't blue, he's green. But then again, we already have a green toy in terms of the Terrible Terror, so maybe they just wanted to diversify on the colours. The next one is the Monstrous Nightmare, also known as Hook Fang in the second film and the TV show. No, I just need to put that one, do this over there. And now this one, as you can see, the wings are solid red plastic, but the rest of it is the clear red plastic. Once again, as with all the toys, with very good scaling detail on them. There. The head looks a bit weird, mostly just because the horns have actually been moulded into the neck, like they're folded back, when really they should be more out. They should more be like out here, like that. And his smile just looks weird. His smile just looks goofy. Yeah, he's got a big goofy smile. Anyway, as you can see, there is this lever on the back, and if you press it down, the wings flap. And if I turn him round, there is a switch here. So if I turn him on, there we go, I then press the lever up, he lights up. I was really surprised when I got this, and this actually still worked, because there was no tab in him. Like normally battery operated toys normally have tabs in them so the batteries don't wear out while it's in the packaging. But this one didn't, so I was actually really surprised that it still worked. But then again, all of these were still in their original bags, so it was probably the fact that it wasn't used at all that helped save the batteries. Yeah. And obviously these wings come separately as well, and you just plug them in like that. You can plug them in the other way so the wings are up, but it looks a bit stupid. So, but that's the way they're supposed to be, because as you know in the film, if you have seen it, the Monstrous Nightmare walks on its wings. It walks like a pterosaur. So yeah, so that's the Monstrous Nightmare slash Hook Fang slash whatever you want to call it. And the last one in the set is RD, or the Red Death as they call it. Its name is never mentioned in the film, but I believe it's mentioned in the game, because the game takes place after the film. So yeah, it's mentioned in the game that it's the Red Death, because the whole game basically takes place because it's a celebration of the defeat of the Red Death. So yeah, as with all of them, the wings come separately. And this one has 4 points of articulation, because all the legs move, and the legs are actually made of like a rubbery plastic, whereas the rest of the toy is solid plastic. And there is a, he's another battery powered one, so I gotta turn him on. Or her, was it a girl? I know it's referred to as the Queen, so maybe it was a female. And you press this button on the back. This button is actually quite well hidden, but it's just this square of scales here, and flaps the wings and breathes fire. Now I don't know if you'll be able to see the actual battery gimmick working, because it actually seems like the batteries have died. Damn it! It was working when I tested it before this video. But anyway, it's supposed to be these little holes here. There is holes on the other side as well. These light up, and the flame lights up. So that's a bit disappointing that this doesn't work anymore. I mean, it works without the batteries. You know, the non-battery. Oh no, there it is. It's working now. There you go. It lights up. And so does the flame, if you can see that. There you go. So it all lights up. The batteries are going. So apparently it was already turned on and I just turned it off when I flipped the switch. But yeah, the batteries are going in this one. It's the Monstrous Nightmare one that's still going 100%. So yeah, and as you can see, the detail on this one is probably the best. Because you just got this red... You got this red streak running down the back of it and to the tail, which is why it was called the Red Death, I think. I mean, even in the film, the dragon is mostly grey with red on its back, so I don't know why they didn't call it the Grey Death. And some people end up calling it the Green Death, but the Green Death is the big dragon that they fight in the books, whereas this one is the Red Death. So yeah, and I just love the tail. I love like the club on the end of the tail. It reminds me of like the Ankylosaurus dinosaur. So yeah, oh, and it has 6 eyes. Focus camera. Focus. There we go. It has 6 eyes, which kind of looks weird in this toy. On the film it looks awesome, and in the proper like the big action figure toy of it, it looks pretty cool. But in the McDonald's toy it looks kind of weird. So yeah. Anyway, so now for size comparisons, because like I said, these are pretty big and pretty cool for McDonald's toys. So for a size comparison, today I have brought a Transformer into the mix. I know I said I already had the size comparison toys set up, but there's so many toys that I'm reviewing in one video that I thought I'm just going to have one toy this time instead of 3 for the size comparisons. And it is my Steelbane. So yeah, So we'll size comparison them one at a time. So that's the Red Death. There's the Monstrous Nightmare. So as you can see, with the Gronkle, these are actually pretty decent sized McDonald's toys. Sorry for all the sniffing, I'm just coming over a cold. Nada and Astrid. The Night Fury. The Terrible Terror. I'm sorry for the shaky camera on these size comparisons. It's just that I can't get Steelbane in the shot properly without holding the camera up by hand a little bit. So that's the Zippleback. That one looks so happy. They both look so happy. And finally, Hiccup and Toothless. Now for this one I will do a height as you can see, height-wise, lengthwise they are about the same height as Steelbane. So yeah, let's get him out of the way now. And get the camera steady again. There we go. Put some of the... Damn it. Put the bigger ones, the taller ones at the back. Put you there. So there we go. That is the full set of McDonald's toys for How to Train Your Dragon from back in 2010. I'm not sure what my next review will be, but it will be something good. I am waiting on the second Playmobil set from How to Train Your Dragon, because as you saw, remember from the last video, I reviewed the Hiccup and Toothless from the line. Then I'm waiting for another set to arrive from Amazon, which is the Astrid and Stormfly set. Those are the only two Playmobil sets I will be getting, but the Astrid and Stormfly will probably be the next thing that I review. Don't worry, my reviews are not going to be all How to Train Your Dragon. It's just at the moment, my How to Train Your Dragon toys are the easiest things for me to get hold of. But I will be reviewing other things, in the future. Heck, I might even I'll probably review Steelbane at some point, if he behaves. At the moment, he's behaving. But sometimes there we go, he's just fallen over. Sometimes he just doesn't want to behave because his joints are quite crap. But anyway, so that is my review for all of these guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video, whatever I make. Bye!